Let's say you have a simple storage container like this. I made this one myself. It's very simple. Or you have a storage container like this for batteries. This was not made by me. This was made by this person here on MakerWorld. But then you want to have these storage containers on your pegboard. But the problem is that these containers do not have the hooks for the pegboard. What I mean by hooks is something like this so that you can hook it in the pegboard. Now, if you're a beginner at 3D or 3D printing, what you might first think of doing is to go back here on MakerWorld and then specifically search for battery storage for pegboard. Chances are you might find existing designs, but it's also possible that that very specific custom design that you want does not exist. But because you're a beginner, you don't know how to design it. Well, do not worry. You can come back here on MakerWorld and you can search for something like pegboard storage. Now, we don't really care about the storage containers here. What we care about is the hook. So we're basically going to steal the hook from this design. So for example, I can pick this one and I can download the STL file. So now I'm going to import that design into Tinkercad. So we have this here, but again, all we care about is the hooks here, not the whole container. Well, now that I have this, I can come here and select a whole box, and I'm just going to create a hole that matches the container. Basically, I just want to remove the hooks from the container. So I have something like this, and like this. That's too much. Let's just put it like this and here, and I'm going to move it a bit until it comes outside. And with this, I can merge it with the existing container. So I merge it with this hole, come here and group. And once I have it as a group, now I have the hooks here that I can use. If I just want these two hooks, I can go as far again as creating another box. Yes, perfect. And I can group again. And now I can take this hook here and correctly align it to this container, move forward. Yeah, just about here. I can move it a bit up, and then I can also align it. So I select this and select this, and I can align it to the center here. Well, now this storage container, whatever I want to use it for, it now has hooks for the pegboard, and I can print this together. I group it again, and now I have this, and I can print it and put it on my pegboard. This is basically what I have done for every item on the pegboard here. I either designed it myself or I got the designs online and then I added the hooks if the design online did not have hooks in the first place. Like you can see here, I have these hooks which I've been using for anything pegboard. So if I double click it, you can see this is the full item, and I just stole the hooks out of it by creating a bunch of holes. So we can also use the hooks for this battery storage. So I'll just copy it and paste it, come here, select, align it at the center. I can move this one up again like this to somewhere here, and once again I can merge both of them as a group, and now I have my battery storage container with the hooks for the pegboard. Here's another example I want to show you, so even if you're a beginner, you can still create your own custom stuff. Before we get into this, I got a Raspberry Pi, which is like a small computer. If you don't know what that is, it looks like this. And I also got a camera module for the Raspberry Pi. Now I wanted to get a case that would hold the Raspberry Pi and the camera together, but I couldn't find things on MakerWorld. So when I go on MakerWorld, I would search for something like Pi 02W because that's the name of my Pi. I search for this with camera and I want a case for both of them together. But what I usually found was, like you can see, a Raspberry Pi 5 case, but I want a Raspberry Pi 0 case. I think it is 0 then 2W. So it's either I found a Raspberry Pi 0 case or I found a camera case, but I never found the two of them together. You can see here, I get the Raspberry Pi 0 case. Here, I get the camera case, but I don't get any of them merged together for the Pi 0. So what I did was to merge this and this to become this. this is the camera case, and this is the, if I go here and I open this one, so you can see it clearly. So you can see it comes in two parts. This is the first part and this is the second part, and this was the second part where I added these two, and you can see the full product here. You can see how both of them merge together. And then I also created this. Now this is very easy to create as a beginner. Basically I used, I think it was this shape, yeah, this shape, and I added another hole here. So by adding that hole here and combining them together, I now have this one I measured. And now when I put these two together, I can easily sit it into this pie holder or whatever you want to call it. So if you're trying to find custom designs, especially designs that might involve 2 or 3 components, and you cannot find an existing design that holds all the 3 together, you can actually get all of the individual pieces and merge them together.